Hi, everybody. Welcome to our all levels Vinyasa. You can gather a couple props if you like. We might use a couple blocks. If you don't have blocks, you could just grab some books or something. If you want anything for your Shavasana, feel free to have a blanket or towel or pillow or couch cushion ready. As we move through our practice today, please honor your body. Take care of yourself. You're welcome to rest at any time. Welcome to drink water at any time. So please make this practice work for you. Let's begin wherever you would like to begin today. You can take Shavasana. You can find a comfortable seated position. You can come into child's pose. Whatever feels good for your body right now. Take a moment to relax, close the eyes down, let go, put down your to-do list. Release yourself from any obligations, any demands. Allow yourself to be present right here, right now, taking this time just for you. Let go of all doing. Allow yourself just to be here right now. If you're lying down, let the back body get heavy, relax down into the earth. If you're seated, let the feet, the legs, the hips, and pelvis get heavy and root down towards the earth. Find some buoyancy up through your spine, maintaining the curves in the spine, but sitting up nice and tall. Begin to relax your whole body, the feet, the legs, hips, and pelvis. Relax through the buttocks and belly, low back, mid back, upper back. Relax through the rib cage, the chest, the collarbones. Relax your shoulders, your arms, hands, fingers, and fingertips. Relax through your neck, your throat, your jaw. Relax the tongue, the roof of the mouth, the soft palate. Relax your face, your eyes. Soften your eyebrows. Soften the space in between your eyebrows. Relax cheekbones, temples, forehead, scalp. Relax and open through the crown of your head. Allowing the whole body to relax. Begin to allow your mind to relax also. Notice any thoughts that float in, thank them, acknowledge them. Allow them to go on their way. Begin to draw your attention to your breath. As best you can, releasing any mental tension and just bringing that focus to the breath. Just noticing the waves of your breath, the inhalation and the exhalation. Take a deep breath in through your nose, then sigh it out of your mouth with an audible sigh. Take another deep breath in through the nose and then sigh it out of the mouth. One more deep breath like that to clear everything out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And then continue to breathe in and out through your nose, now taking deep, smooth breaths. Begin to slowly start moving the body now. Bring in some movement into the fingers and the toes. If you are lying down, take a moment now to find your way up into a comfortable seated position. You can support yourself by sitting up on something if you like. Find whatever seat works for you. Shins crossed, an easy seat. Soles of the feet together, legs wide, legs extended out in front of you. You can come up to sit on the heels, or maybe even tuck a block underneath your bum. So whatever feels okay for you here. Slowly work our way through the body, beginning with the shoulders. Inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale as you release the shoulders down. Inhale, shoulders up, and exhale as you release. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. Exhale, release. And then one more time. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, release the shoulders down. We'll move it into shoulder rolls. Now inhale, bring the shoulders forward and up. Exhale as you roll the shoulders back and down. And then a few more times, circling around. And then we'll switch direction of the circles. And relax your shoulders down. Let's move through the neck now. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin down towards your chest. Few deep breaths. And then bring the chin up. Inhale. As you exhale, open through the throat. Lift your chin. Bring your chin back to center. Inhale. As you exhale, drop the chin down towards the chest. And then bring the chin back up to center. Inhale. With the exhale, again, you open through the throat. Be gentle on your neck. Lift your chin to a comfortable degree for you. And then chin back to center. Inhale. With your exhale, drop your head over to the right. And then bring the head back up to center. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop the head over to the left. Bring your head up. Inhale. With the exhale again, drop the head over to the right. Then reach the left arm out to the left side. You can play around with the placement of this left arm, lifting the arm up or lowering the arm down towards the mat. Maybe even moving the fingers behind you a little bit, just finding where you get the best opening through the left side of the neck. And then we'll bring the left hand back to the left knee or thigh. Bring the head up. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop the head over to the left. Reach that right arm out to the right side. And then you find the best placement for that right arm. Reaching the arm up or down or back a little bit. Maybe bringing fingers down to the mat. Just feeling that opening through the right side of the neck. And then take the right hand back to the knee or thigh. Bring the head up. Inhale. As you exhale, drop your head to the right. Inhale. As you exhale, roll through. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale. As you exhale, roll through. Left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale. And as you exhale, roll back through. Chin to chest. And then gently rock your head from side to side. Bring your chin back to center. And then head all the way back up. Begin to rock your body now from side to side. And then bring yourself back to center. We'll roll the torso around over to one side, forward, over to the other side, roll it back, and then a few more times, roll it around. As you are ready, we'll switch direction of the circles. And then bring yourself up to center. Bring your hands to ankles or shins, or reach fingers out in front of you. And then as you inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, reach your heart forward, lift the heart up. And then as you exhale, curl yourself back. Drop the chin down towards the chest, round through the back, roll yourself back. As you inhale again, you tilt the pelvis forward, reach the heart forward, lift the heart. And as you exhale, you curl it all back, chin to chest, round through the back, roll the pelvis back. A few more times. Roll yourself around like this. Bring yourself back up to your starting point. We'll take the palms together. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, little baby twist over to the right. Spin the heart to the right just a little bit. Take it back to center. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, spin the heart over to the left. Little baby twist. Bring yourself back to center. Release the hands down. We'll step the feet forward. Bend the knees, drop the feet down to the mat, make the feet heavy, reach forward with the fingers, with the arms, begin to slowly curl yourself down to the mat, keeping the feet as heavy as possible. Take your time. Reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. And then we'll release the arms down to the mat. Either keep the arms down alongside your body, palms pressing down, or take your hands, grip the outer edges of your mat, or draw the feet in a little bit, lift up the hips, tuck the hands right underneath the hips and the pelvis to give yourself a little bit more support for your low back. Then we'll send the legs up to the ceiling, inner legs together. Point your toes, flex the ankles, press the heels up towards the ceiling. Point the toes again, flex the ankles, a few more times, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Then lower the legs down, about halfway down towards the mat. Maybe a little bit lower if it feels okay on your low back. And then bend the knees, draw the knees in towards the chest, extend the legs up again, slowly lower the legs about halfway down, maybe a little bit lower. You bend the knees, pull the knees back in, send the legs up. And then a few more times like this, dropping the legs down, bending the knees, pulling the legs in, sending the legs up, and then around you go a few more times. Checking in with your shoulders. Let the shoulders relax. Check in with the jaw. Let the jaw be soft. Smile. Send the legs back up again. And now keep the left leg where it is. We'll drop the right leg down to hover above the mat. Pick that right leg up to meet the left leg. And then we'll drop the left leg down to hover. Lift the left leg up, drop the right leg down. Right leg comes up, you drop that left leg down. Continue like this. Or if you would like to pick up the pace a little bit, could allow the legs to move a little bit faster so that they're passing each other on their way up and on their way down. Send both legs up to the ceiling again, point the toes, flex the ankles, point, flex, point, flex. And then drop the feet down to the mat. If the hands are underneath you, lift up your hips, remove the hands. We're going to turn on the back body a little bit here. We'll move into some bridge lifts now. So bend the knees, plant the feet right underneath the knees, spread the toes and root down into the feet. Arms alongside the body, palms pressing down. Press down into your feet, and then as you inhale, lift up the hips, lift the arms up along the ears. Keep the legs hugging in towards each other. As you exhale, you lower the hips down, arms come back down. Inhale as you lift up the hips, lift up the arms. Exhale as you lower it all back down. A few more times, lifting and lowering. Lower everything back down again. Press down into the feet. Lift up the hips. Keep pressing the hands down into the mat. Rooting down into the feet, lifting the hips up. And then release the hips back down towards the mat. Draw the knees into the chest and then find your way up to a seated position. You can rock and roll it up, or you can roll yourself over to one side. And then take the hands forward. We'll step the feet back and bring ourselves into a table position. Spread the fingers, root down through the fingers. Little cameo appearances from my puppies here. They probably won't stay too long. All right, root down through the fingers. Hug the arms in towards each other. We'll soften the belly, move into some cat-cow. Soften the belly, lift the sitting bones, lift the heart, lift the gaze, and then press down into the hands, round the back up towards the ceiling. Inhale as you soften the belly, lift, widen the sitting bones, pull the heart forward. Exhale as you press into the hands, round up through the back. Few more times, rolling it through. And then bring yourself back to your table position, neutral spine. Press into the hands, lift up through the belly, extend the right leg back, hip level-ish. Point the toes, flex the ankle, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Hold here or root down into that right hand and reach forward with that left arm. Release the hand and the knee, other side. We'll extend that left leg back, hip level-ish. Point the toes, flex the ankle, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. And then either you hold it here or root down into the left hand, root into those finger pads, fingers, knuckles, palm. Reach that right arm forward. And then release the hand, release the knee. Other side, right leg back. Left arm reaches forward. Release the hand, drop the ball of that right foot straight down to the mat. Press out through the heels. Release that knee down. Send that left leg back. Reach that right arm forward. Release the right hand down to the mat. Drop the ball of that left foot down to the mat. Press out through the heel. And then release that knee down to the mat. Tuck the toes under and begin to bring the bum back to the heels. walk the hands in. You can either keep the fingers down on the mat, could be a little intense on the feet here, on the toes, or you can walk the hands up onto the thighs and come up to sit on the heels. Keep the heels pulling in towards each other so they're not splaying out to the sides. Getting an opening through the bottom of the feet, part of the back line of the body. And then we'll drop the hands down, untuck the toes, take the hands back behind you, lift the heart up. Bring the hands forward again, tuck the toes under, and again you come back, sit on the heels, either fingers down on the mat or hands come up onto the thighs. Hug the heels in towards each other. And then you release the hands down, untuck the toes, fingers around behind you, lift the heart up. One more time, we'll take the hands forward, tuck the toes under. Hands stay down on the mat, or you walk the hands up the thighs, heels in. And then release, hands down to the mat, untuck the toes, hands back behind you, lift your heart up. Take the hands forward, moving yourself back into your table. And from here, let's step the feet back. Come up into your downward dog. Press down into the hands. Begin to pedal out the legs. Bend one knee. Press the opposite heel towards the mat. Switch it up side to side. Walk it out here, or you bend the knees, straighten the legs, find some little tiger pounces here, opening through the backs of the legs, through the back body. You need to warm up the hamstrings. And then find a little stillness here, coming into your down dog, pressing into the hands, pressing the heels down towards the mat. And then from here, walk yourself up to the top of your mat. Bend your knees. Let the belly spread over the thighs. Let your head go. Release the hands down to the mat or grab your elbows. Shake, nod your head. Look to your right, look to your left. Maybe rock your hips from side to side. And then bring yourself to center, hands to the hips, press into your feet. Lift your heart up, come all the way up to stand. We'll take palms together at your heart, and then reach the arms up. Release the arms down. Reach the arms back up. And release. Reach the arms up. Release the arms. Again, reach the arms up. And this time we'll soften the knees, pull the hips back, fold back into your ragdoll forward fold. And then bring it halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana, coming into your flat back, fingers press into shins or thighs. You lengthen out through the spine, out through the crown of the head. Soften the knees, fold in. Again, you bring it halfway up to your flat back. Soften the knees, fold in. Halfway up again, Ardha Uttanasana. Soften the knees, fold in. Press into the feet, come all the way up to stand. We'll take palms together, hands back down to your heart. Reach the arms up, fold yourself in. We'll bring it halfway up to a flat back and drop the hands down to the mat. Step yourself back to plank. Press down into the hands. Lift the belly up. Lengthen out through the heels, out through the crown of the head. Lower your knees down to the mat. Soften the elbows and lower yourself down. Pubic bone, belly, torso, all the way down. Make a little pillow with your forearms at the top of your mat. Rest the forehead down onto your forearms. Now lift your right leg up a couple of inches and release. Lift the left leg up a couple of inches and release. Lift that right leg up again. Release. Left leg up again. Release. One more time each side. Lift that right leg up. Release it down. Lift the left leg up. And release. We'll take the hands underneath the shoulders now. Root into the fingers, into the toes, into the pubic bone. Hug the elbows in. Lift the heart up. Baby cobra. Release down. And then we'll press the bum back to the heels. Child's pose. Tuck the toes, root into the hands, send the hips up and back to downward dog. Step or hop yourself up to the top of your mat. Fold yourself into your ragdoll, and then halfway up to your flat back. Fold in. Press into your feet, rise all the way back up, palms together. Hands come down to the heart. We'll reach the arms up. Fold yourself back in, ragdoll. Halfway up to your flat back. Drop your hands down to the mat, and again, step back to plank. Drop the knees. Lower it down, pubic bone, belly, torso. So reach the arms out in front of you this time. Palms facing each other. Keep the feet rooting down into the mat, and then lift the arms, lift the heart. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Press into the hands and lift the heart up for your baby cobra, or press into the hands, lift the heart up a little bit more for your full cobra. Release yourself back down, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back to downward dog. Step or hop up to the top of your mat, back into your ragdoll, bring it halfway up, flat back, fold in. Press into the feet, come all the way up, palms come back together, hands come back to your heart. Reach up, fold in. Halfway up, flat back, drop your hands, step back to plank. Drop the knees down. Lower yourself down to the mat. Reach the arms forward. And this time, take a deep breath in. Lift the arms, lift the legs. Release the arms and the legs down, hands underneath the shoulders. Lift the heart up, cobra or baby cobra. Release it down, tuck the toes. Send the hips up, downward dog. Step or hop it up to the top of your mat. Ragdoll, fold in. Halfway up, flat back, fold in. Press into the earth, rise up, palms together, hands to your heart. Reach up, fold in. Halfway up, flat back. Drop your hands to the mat, step back to plank. Drop the knees, lower down. Reach the arms forward again. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Lift everything up, arms, legs. Keep the neck long. Release the arms and the legs. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Lift the heart up, baby cobra or cobra. And lower down, tuck the toes. Send the hips up and back, down dog. Step or hop it up, top of your mat. Ragdoll. Halfway up, flat back. Fold in. Press into the feet, rise up. Palms together, hands to heart. Reach up. Fold in. Halfway up to your flat back. Drop the hands, step yourself back to plank. Then you either drop the knees, lower down to your belly, move through your cobra, or you could move it into your chaturanga, low push-up. and then into up dog. If you're moving into your chaturanga, roll forward on your toes. So you bend your elbows. Elbows will stack up over the wrists. Shoulders will be above the level of the elbows. Come onto the tops of the feet. Keep the thighs lifted. Pull the heart through for your up dog. Tuck the toes, and we will all meet back in downward dog. Bend the knees, crouch yourself down into tiger dog. We'll send the hips up, send the right leg up with you, three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, bring it forward into your chest, core plank. Send that right leg up again. Release that right foot down. Crouch yourself down, tiger dog, sweep that left leg up. Bend that left knee, bring it into your chest as you shift forward into your plank, hugging that knee into the chest as you press down into the hands. Send that left leg up. Three-legged dog and release. Step or hop up to the top of the mat. Ragdoll, halfway up. Fold in. Root down, rise up. Palms together. And hands come back to the heart. Reach up. Fold in. Halfway up to your flat back. Drop your hands down. Step it back to plank. You move through your vinyasa. Meeting in downward dog. Crouch down, send that right leg up. Bend that right knee, bring it forward, core plank, and then step that right foot through to the right thumb. Drop that left knee down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Press into that front foot. Lift the heart up, reach the arms up. Square off the hips. Right hip pulls back a little bit. Left hip pulls forward a little bit. Hands down to the mat, step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Crouch it into your tiger dog and then sweep that left leg up for three-legged dog. Bend the knee, bring it into the chest, come forward, step that left foot through, drop that right knee down to the mat, untuck the toes, press into that front foot, lift the heart up, reach the arms. Hands come back down to the mat, tuck the back toes and step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Step or hop it up top of your mat, back to ragdoll. Fold in, and then bring it halfway up. Fold in, press into the feet, come all the way up. Palms together, hands to heart. Grab your two blocks and just have them handy alongside your mat. You might want them, you might not want them. We'll get them just in case. Again, you reach it up, fold in. Halfway up, flat back. Drop the hands, step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Crouch down, bend the knees, tiger dog, send that left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, bring it into your chest as you come forward, core plank. Step that left foot through. Drop that right knee to the mat, untuck the toes, press into that front foot, reach the arms up. We'll take the left hand to the block, outside of that left leg, and then gently arch yourself over towards the left. And then bring yourself up. Hands to the tops of the blocks, tuck the right toes under behind you, and then glide the hips back. Walk the hands back with you. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale as you pull the hips back, fold in over that front leg. Inhale again, lift the heart up. Exhale as you fold. One more time, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale as you fold in over that front leg. And then walk the hands forward, bend that front knee. Reach the arms up. Hands come back down to the mat. Step yourself back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Crouch down and send that right leg up. Bend that right knee, bring it forward. We'll drop the left knee to the mat, untuck the back toes, press into that front foot, lift up, reach the arms up. Right hand comes to the block alongside that right hip. And then we'll gently arch it over to the right. Come back up, reach that right arm up. Hands come down to the blocks, tuck the back toes under, and then pull the hips back. Could have a big or little bend in that right knee. Press into that right heel without moving the foot. Imagine that you're pulling the foot towards you. So turning on through that hamstring. We'll inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, fold in over the leg. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, fold in. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale as you fold in. And then walk it forward. Untuck the back toes. Press into the front foot. Lift the arms up. Hands back to the mat. Step yourself back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Step or hop it up top of the mat. Ragdoll. Halfway up, flat back. Fold in. Press down into your feet. Reach up, arms back together. Hands come back to your heart. Reach it up. Fold in. Halfway up, flat back. Drop your hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Crouch down into your tiger dog. Send that right leg up for a three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, bring it forward into the chest. We'll step that right foot through. Drop that left heel to the mat. And then press into that front foot. Lift the heart up. Square the hips up towards the top of the mat as you root down into that left heel. Reach the arms up. Hands come back down to the mat. Step yourself back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Crouch down, send that left leg up. Bend the knee, bring it forward, core plank, and then step that left foot through. Drop that right heel to the mat. Press into the feet. Lift yourself up. Reach the arms up. Hands back down to the mat. Step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Step or hop it up top of the mat. Ragdoll. Halfway up, flat back. Fold in. Press into the earth. Come all the way back up. Palms come back together. Hands back to your heart. Reach it up. Fold in. Halfway up, flat back. Drop your hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. From your downward dog, crouch it down into your tiger dog and send that right leg up. Bend the knee, bring it forward into your core plank. Step that right foot through. And this time we'll stay up on the ball of the left foot. Bend the left knee. Press down into your feet. Begin to hug the legs in. Hips in towards each other. You peel yourself up off of that front leg. And then maybe straighten that back leg. Reach the arms up. Hands come back down to the mat. Step yourself back to plank. And move through your vinyasa. Crouch it down into your tiger dog. Send that left leg up. Bend the knee, bring it forward. Step that left foot through. We'll stay up on the ball of that right foot. Bend the right knee. So you press into the earth. Hug everything into the midline. Peel yourself up. And then maybe press the back leg straight. Reach the arms up. Hands back down to the mat. Step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Step or hopping up top of your mat. Ragdoll. Halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold in. Press into your feet. Lift all the way up. Palms together. Hands to heart. Reach up. Fold in. Halfway up, flat back. Drop the hands. Step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. From your downward dog, crouch down, tiger dog. Send the left leg up. Bend that left knee, take it forward into your core plank. Step that left foot through. Again, we'll stay up on the ball of that right foot. Bend that right knee. Press down as you lift up. And then maybe straighten that back leg. Reach the arms up. We'll take the weight forward now into that front leg and begin to step, hop, or slide that back foot up. Bend that right knee, draw it up towards the chest. And then we'll step that right foot back where it came from, bend that right knee. Lift the arms up, straighten that right leg. Hands down to the mat, step yourself back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. From your downward dog, crouch it down, send the right leg up. Bend that right knee, bring it forward, core plank. Step that right foot through. Coming up onto the ball of that left foot, bend that left knee. Press down, lift up. Reach the arms up, straighten that back leg. Take the weight forward now into that front leg. Step, hop, or slide that left foot in. Bend that left knee. Pull it up towards your chest. You can release the arms out to the side. And then step that left foot back to where it came from. Coming up under the ball of that back foot, bend that back knee. Reach the arms up, straighten that back leg. Hands come back down to the mat. You step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Step, hop, float up to the top of your mat. Ragdoll. Halfway up, flat back. Fold in. Press into the feet, come all the way up, palms back together. Hands to heart. Reach up. Fold in. Halfway up, flat back. Drop the hands, step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Crouch it down, tiger dog, send the right leg up. Bend that knee, bring it forward into the chest. Step that right foot through. Stay up on the ball of that left foot again, bend that left knee, press into the feet, hug the thighs in, lift yourself up. Reach the arms up, straighten that back leg. We'll take the weight forward into this front leg. This time, we'll take the hands forward to the mat. Weight forward into that front leg. Hands reaching towards the floor of the mat. You lift that left leg up behind you, bring your nose down towards that right knee. And then slowly step that left foot back to where it came from. Bend that left knee, press down into the feet, lift the heart up. And then again, you reach the arms up, straighten that back leg. Hands down to the mat, step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Crouch it down, tiger dog. Send that left leg up. Bend that left knee, bring it forward, core plank. Step left foot through. We'll bend that right knee, come up under the ball of that right foot. Press down, lift up. Reach the arms up, straighten that back leg. Keep hugging everything in. Then we'll reach the hands forward towards the floor or the mat. Take the weight forward into that front leg. Lift that right leg up behind you as you draw your nose down towards that left knee. Step that right foot back down to the mat. Ball of the foot. Bend that right knee. Press down as you lift up. Straighten the right leg. Reach arms up. Hands come back down to the mat. Step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Or you skip it. Whatever works for your practice today. Step or hop it up top of your mat. Ragdoll. Halfway up, flat back. Fold in. Press into the feet, rise up. Palms together. Hands to heart. Reach the arms up. Fold in. Halfway up to your flat back. Drop the hands down. Step back to plank. Lower yourself down to the mat. However you would like to get there, you can drop the knees first or just lower yourself all the way down. Make a little pillow for the forehead with the arms. Bend the arms. Stack the forearms on top of each other and then rest the forehead down. Deep breath in, pick the legs up, keep the forehead resting. Release the legs down. And now keep the feet rooting down into the mat. We'll reach the arms forward. Deep breath in, lift the arms, the head, the chest, the legs. And then release down. Take the hands underneath the shoulders and send your bum back to your heels, coming into child's pose. Have the knees together or take the knees wide. Find your version. And settle the bum back towards the heels. And rock the hips from side to side here if you like. You have the arms extended out in front or bring the arms back alongside your feet and your shins for a relaxed child's pose. And then take the hands underneath the shoulders. Bring yourself back up to sit on your heels. And then let's take the hands forward again. Tuck the toes under behind you. Bring your bum back to your heels, and then walk the hands in, either coming up onto the fingertips or the hands outside, heels hugging in. Release the hands down, untuck the toes, sit back on the heels and take the hands behind you. Lift the heart up. Again, we take the hands forward, tuck the toes under, bum back to the heels. Fingers stay down on the mat or walk up onto the thighs. Hands come back down. You untuck the toes, reach the hands back, lift the heart up. One more time. Let's take the hands forward, tuck the toes under, sit back on the heels. And then hands come down. Sit back down on your heels, reach the hands behind you, lift your heart. And then bring it into your table. Let's grab the blocks again, have the blocks alongside you. Extend that right leg back, hip level-ish. Bend the knee, draw it in, nose, chest, forehead. Step that foot up to the top of the mat. Knee over the ankle, press down into that front foot as you lift the arms up, lift the heart up, and then take your hands to your blocks, tuck your back toes under, glide the hips back, press down into that right heel, pull the toes back towards your face, root down into that heel, lift the heart up, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you fold over that front leg. And then walk yourself forward, untuck the back toes, reach the arms up. Hands come back down to the mat, step back into your table, send that left leg back. Bend the knee, bring it in, nose, chest, forehead, step, or grab that foot, bring it up to the top of your mat, press into that foot, reach up. Hands come down to your blocks, tuck the back toes under, and then slide your bum back. Walk the hands back on the blocks, press down into that front heel, pull the toes back towards your face, press into the blocks, lift the heart up, and then fold in over that front leg. Walk yourself forward again. Untuck the back toes, reach the arms up. And then you can push the blocks out of the way for the moment. Hands come back to the mat. You step yourself back into your table. Come back to sit on the heels. And then drop over to one hip. Swing your legs around. Extend the legs out. Root down into your sitting bones. You can have a big or little bend in the knees here, or press the legs straight if the hamstrings are feeling pretty open. Press out through the heels. Keep lifting up through the low back, or reach the arms up. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, you fold forward from the hips. Keeping the bend in the knees, or if it feels okay on the back of the legs, on the low back, you can begin to work the knees down towards the mat. Keep the heart reaching up towards the toes. And then slowly bring yourself up. Grab one block. We'll take this into a supported inversion now. So you have the block on the low, wide height. We're going to bend the knees, come down onto our back, and then lift the hips up. Tuck the block right underneath your hips and sacrum. So we'll bend the knees, drop the feet down to the mat, reach the arms forward again. Slowly find your way down to the mat.
If you are near a wall and you would prefer to just move to the wall or some legs up the wall, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, press down into the feet, lift your hips up, tuck this block right underneath, and then either hands down to the mat, or you wrap the hands around the block, or grip the edges of the mat. Lift the knees up, line them up over the hips, hold it here, or send the legs all the way up. Point the toes, flex the ankles, a couple more times, point and flex. And then you just hold here. Close the eyes again. Reach the heels up towards the ceiling. And then we'll bend the knees. Lower the feet down to the mat. Press down into your feet, lift your hips up, pluck out your block, and then slowly lower the hips all the way down. Take the feet to the outer edges of your mat, and then just drop the knees in towards each other. Let the knees just knock together. Could just keep the arms resting out to the sides, palms facing up or down, or take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Come back to your breath, noticing the rhythm of the breath now. And then release the hands, arms out to the side. Find your way into your Shavasana now. You can send the legs back down the mat. You need any other props to support you, bolster under the knees, blanket or towel underneath the back of the head, or make a little roll with a blanket or towel and tuck it beneath the back of your neck, a little neck roll. Set yourself up for comfort here. And allow yourself to just melt back down onto the mat, to relax. Thank your body for its hard work. Let go of all effort. And allow yourself to just rest here and take these last few moments in your Shavasana to wrap up and integrate your practice. Please feel free to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. The longer the better. At least 5 minutes. When you're ready, slowly invite movement back in. Slowly call yourself back. Wake yourself up. Find your way over to one side. And then back up into a seated position. Bring your palms together at your heart.
close our practice with an Om. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Hope you are all doing well. Take a deep breath in through the nose. May you feel safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. Namaste. Thank you guys. Have a great day.